Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Nick here, and let's play some Game Boy today. But before we do that, this video is sponsored by two companies. The first one being um, Dick's, always good, and the second one being Pepsi. So it's the choice of a new generation. Okay, it's not really sponsored, but hey. Anyways, the game I have to show you guys today is called Castelian. Now, if you're a Commodore 64 player, you might know this game as Tower Toppler. If you're an Amiga gamer, you might know it as Nebulous. Well, when they brought this game to the Nintendo, they called it Tower Top, or they called it Castelian. And the Japanese version is actually called Kyoto-chan Land. I hope I said that right. Where you play as this like weird parrot thing. They also made a cartoon for him. Apparently, he was like the mascot of a chocolate company in Japan. I really don't know. I saw the cartoon and I wish I knew Japanese because it actually looked pretty funny. But Kyoto-chan actually looks pretty creepy. I think they were on drugs, but it doesn't matter. It's actually a pretty good cartoon. I did find it on YouTube, but it's all in Japanese, so you'll have to like find a way to type in Japanese characters. But I came across by watching the Kyoto-chan Land playthrough for the NES. But yeah, they released this for the NES and the Game Boy. So this game was developed by Bits and it was published by Trifix. So let's check out Castelian for the Game Boy. Alright, so here's our beloved title screen. Let's check it out. So if I lose all my lives, I'll show you guys the developers because the game does have credits. Now, once again, like loops, this game features spectacular music by David Whittaker, though he's not actually credited in the game, and the title theme is actually from John Phillips, who programmed the original Tower Toppler game. So, and here you play as a guy named Julius. That's the name of the pig, and I forgot what he is. The game, on the back of the game box calls him like the Arvian hybrid or something, or Aryan hybrid. I'll correct myself with the annotation, but, um, so, I mean, I thought he was a pig, but apparently not. Oh, and I died. But look at this. This is running on Game Boy. Like, it's like 3D graphics. I know the game's not actually 3D, but damn, it sure looks like it. I mean, that's one cool thing about this game. I mean, I didn't even think you could do something like this on the Game Boy. This does happen where, like, sometimes there's, like, wind pushing you back. So, now I'll admit, I suck at this game. And I know this game's gotten a lot of bad reviews on GameFAQs, but I really can't see why. This is actually a pretty good game. I just suck at it. And it's tough, yes, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely a hard game. But it's not bad. It's pretty damn good. I like it. They did a pretty good job this game. Um, and only 4 people worked on the game. 5, I think, if you count David Whittaker. But um, oh, that was close. So yeah, eventually those things come, and I'm actually gonna. Oh, well, I'm going to try recording the game soundtrack using a real Game Boy, not emulation. The GBS file is ripped for this, I believe, but I would rather record it from an actual Game Boy. And I know how to do it HQ, but oh. But anyways, the controls, okay, they're a little bit laggy. I'll give them, I'll say that. But other than that, they're not bad. You know, they're not sloppy or anything like that. The and now in the NES version, I don't know if you can do it in the Game Boy version. You have to wait for the credits to go to the options. At least you do in the NES version. But in the NES version, you could wait for you can go to options and make it so there's only music playing or only sound playing. Right now, there's only sound, so that does kind of suck. There's no like actual in-game music right now, but um, let's see. Could I? Oh! Now see, it's because I suck at this game. It's not because the game sucks. I suck at it, and I'm probably gonna die. Yeah. So yeah, there are some cheap deaths. Huh? No lives left. Could have just said game over, but whatever. Try this again. He doesn't actually look too bad. Now I know the back of the game box calls him like whatever, like Aryan hybrid or whatever, but I think he's just a green alien pig. I guess that like Greek or whatever for green alien pig. But once again, in the Japanese version, it's Kairo-chan. He's even weirder looking if you don't believe that. So you press A to fire these like shots. And you can't kill all the enemies like that eyeball. So, oh, now like the only real way to die in this game is to like get killed by get to fall off, But that's the only real way to die. The enemies can't really kill you. The only way they can actually quote unquote kill you is if they push you off the edge. So let's see if I can make it. Oh, good, I did. And I've never beaten the first level without cheating before, so I'm gonna try doing it. Now let's talk about graphics. Graphics are pretty good. They don't, for a Game Boy, they did kick ass, and the 3D, the quote unquote 3D, is really good. Man, see, once again, it's my fault that I suck at this game. To be honest, I haven't played this game a whole lot. Trying to get my hands on the NES version, it's not necessarily a rare game. It's one of those games that you're not going to see in a game store all the time. So, I mean, even though this game got some bad reviews, I personally disagree with them. The gameplay is nice, it's smooth, Like, my biggest complaint is the kind of laggy controls, but only slightly laggy. It's not like, it takes like an hour just for the character to move. Oh, shit. Oh, and yeah. So once again, it's just because I suck at this game. It's not because, the game's being unfair. There are worse games that give you cheap deaths like Castlevania. I know that might offend some people, and as much as I love Castlevania, it's the truth. Fortunately, they can't handle the truth. Okay, I'm just joking. So, I would give this game a 3 out of 5. There are some drawbacks to it, like, the controls aren't the best. And you can't run sound effects and music at the same time, like in the just like the NES version, you can only do music or sound effects. So that is my major gripe with the game. But other than that, they did a really good job. I seriously would. If you have a Game Boy, you're looking for games, this is definitely a good game to try out. Um, Once again, I don't know why people say it's so bad, but it's not. So. Anyways, I have to go now, but I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that you're watching me suck, but see you guys later. Peace out.